Hey, Stoney here with another live cast of Mechabellum. Well, looks like the Badger season is in. Everybody is playing Badger these days. Cost control Badger? Maybe? We'll see. I've had, I think, about 5 games today with Fire Badgers every single game. This may not be a good thing. I mean, it will start to feel a little boring after a while. So we want to make sure that we do not get to that point. Fire Badgers in the starting pack is a very easy click, I think. Like they're really good at what they do. So when you're when you're doing this sort of things, it just makes sense. They're better than sledgehammers in terms of chop clear as well as tanking. They're better than hounds. They are better than spiders even these days. All right, we're gonna have it here. In fact, I don't mind having it at the front here. It's probably okay. Minigun is doing great work. And Void Eyes, they're getting through the tanks very quickly. Fire Badgers providing the very crucial tanking up front. And that's why they're so good. I mean, we still have 4 Fire Badgers left. Alright, this is going to hurt a little. It's actually picking up all my Void Eyes. That is terrible. Which means I'm unable to kill this Saber. But that's okay though, right? Because eventually this this comp will be unstoppable. Alright, again, intensive, and then we also have Rhino Assault. I love to take intensive. And I also know that there might be some type of missile shenanigan happening here. I think we could probably sell Chunga. And that free us up to sell this one in the next turn. Okay, halfway through, I think we'll take intensive the next turn. Or we can just do a steel ball, but I think one of these might level. Missile is a real problem here. So maybe instead of 2 steel balls, we do 1. And just kind of put them in the middle like this. And then we split like so. And then we have the money to actually go intensive on one of these. It's probably going to be this guy. Alright, here comes the Rhino. Oil. Okay, Saber doing Saber thing. Oh, actually ignite the oil. That's fantastic. I mean, not great, but that's 150 supplies for my opponent. Alright, we're going to take efficient tech because we haven't tech anything yet. So it's going to be really good. Don't really have anything that hits Fire Badgers without killing it, so maybe counterfire is not the greatest here. Maybe range would be the first deck. And having more steel balls is always fun. And if my opponent knows what's up, there's going to be an air unit this turn. So maybe instead of steel balls, let's just be a bit more proactive. Let's get Phoenix. Okay, goes for Vulcan. Okay, I can deal with Vulcan. I got some crawlers in the back flank there. Not a problem. Alright, if you're gonna go Vulcan, then I just want to make sure. Here's a melting point, just to challenge the Vulcan. We're also gonna have units back here. We're gonna keep leveling some of these fire badgers. This one's almost leveled, so we're gonna get this one going. I'm gonna put this one here. Alright, we're gonna have even more crawlers coming in. Just a little bit late. I'm gonna take a range. Probably don't need range yet. Do I need Phoenixes? I feel like I could probably get by without the Phoenixes. Instead, we're gonna take range on the Melter. Okay, goes for Scorch. Scorch is pretty good. Now is the reason for counterfire, because the 50% HP. It's really good. It goes for wasps. Hounds and wasps. Okay. Alright, Melter is now on target. He's unable to kill my fire badgers. Alright, moving forward. Gets the tower, unfortunately. Still lots of level 3 wasp left, but that's okay. We're gonna lose a missile here, which is terrible, but that's fine too. We probably should get wasps of our own, since he is going marksman. Another efficient tech. I think speed is good here. I'm gonna take counterfire. I'm gonna sell minigun. This is no longer useful. I'm gonna have these here. And we're gonna have wasps. Let's see, how about these guys do? Probably not too well, and that's fine. We're gonna put a missile here in case the wasps decide to come to the missile. Okay, just a lot of Vulcans. I'm okay with that. Alright, wasp got moved. Okay with those two. I think having Sandworms here is going to be a fantastic move. It's going to tie up these Vulcans really well. He doesn't have damage, so I'm just going to add in Sandworms. Like, my chaff clear is fantastic. It's killing everything. And the Melter should log onto the target now. Yeah, there it is. Okay. A little unfortunate because I'm not able to kill these two Vulcans, but that's fine, right? Next turn we'll solve this problem with Sandworms. Perfectly reasonable. Storm's also pretty good. We use the storms this turn. We're gonna get the worms. There might be a rhino drop somewhere. I think the void eyes have outlived its usefulness. We're gonna get a worm on this one, level 2 worm. It's gonna be fire soon. Yep, there's fire. Okay, we got Rhino dropping down onto Fire Badger. Okay, we're gonna get more Sandworms. And we're also gonna take Replicate eventually. Armor Sledgies, they are probably not going to survive long enough into the storms, so I'm not too worried about those. Okay, Vulcan's still pretty good though. I think the Sledgies actually caused a lot of problems. More so than I like to admit. Alright, getting Missile Strike. This one may just get repositioned. And if that is the case, then I'd rather drop it here. We're gonna get a shield on both sides. We're gonna have even more Sandworms. We need to start selling a few things. I think it's okay to sell out of the Void Eyes. I don't think they're that useful. We're gonna take range. We're possibly gonna go for another fire. Okay, we're gonna have crawlers running up. Okay, bombard. He actually didn't move the wasp, which is curious. I thought he would for sure will move the wasps. Okay, Sandworm's actually not doing too bad. Alright, now the Melter is in. Still a little bit of a wasp problem. I think we're turning this around slowly. Alright. We're good to go. We're gonna rush the other side. And we are selling out of the steel balls. Level 3 worm. And we're gonna move this guy all the way to the tower. Okay, we're gonna keep these fire badgers a little bit closer in case we do need that support. Okay, good shield. Okay, we're getting to tower. Alright, there we go. Let's see. Rhinos. Rhinos not bad. Double shot is pretty painful though. So we're gonna keep going with these worms. I think these badgers don't really serve much purpose anymore. We're gonna do a worm blender. All right. Let's see here. All right, we're gonna run this in straight in. I'm gonna see what happens. Okay, lots of worms. Okay, we are getting in. And the melters are locking on. Okay. Orbital is pretty sweet here. We can get rid of one of these tanks, which usually are pretty troublesome. And I think at this point, we're just going to stack worms, right? There's no reason not to stack worm. And we're going to put a fire badger back here. We're going to get rid of these Mustangs. there might be a rhino job, so we're gonna do this here. And we're just gonna stack worms. And that's all there is. I think. Okay, we're gonna get to the saber-tooth. Saber-tooth is now dead. Alright, I'll keep going. Gets power. And that's gonna begin. So, yeah, Fire Badger, pretty freaking good. Great chaff clear, right? We'll kind of get through all of that, and then we just stack worms and go for the tower. Alright, well, I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you'd like to see another one, here's one for you. And I will see you on the next one.
Prepare your tactics. Mechabellum's calling. Deploy your fortress. The battlefield's alive with swarms.